We all have a bad day sometimes, and there's nothing wrong with that. But there's always a pattern behind it, and there's a way to get out of it. Most of the time, I would say more simple than we think. So let's get into it. Yesterday, I had one of those days, and let me tell you what happened. I had those days a lot, even a few months ago and stuff. Sometimes I was just feeling off and I would tag it, okay, it's a bad day. What should I do? Just tomorrow is gonna be a new day. And usually I had it a lot when I had a really tough gym session the day before. Already that hints kind of at the solution, that I was just not recovering enough, especially now after doing the sleep challenge. The last 30 days, tracking my sleep, seeing patterns. When I have a good night of sleep, when I fully recover, I never had a bad day afterwards. So usually it's not, we feel that something is off, but we don't know why and we don't know how to fix it. But usually it's not a huge, it's not super tricky, it's just logical. So for me, the last 2 days have been similar, and it's a good reminder to again spot that pattern. I was low focus, low energy, emotionally off. I think that's the biggest lever, because we feel, something is weird, like maybe I'm feeling a bit sad, a bit not calm, not centered. That's usually the sign. There can be many reasons, obviously. Like it's normal to feel those emotions, but it's different to be stuck in them than just feeling them. For me, it felt like on those days, almost like a train hit me, which should not be normal. And the pattern, again, the last 2 days was really hard training the day before. Not enough recovery, because I get up super early now every day, 6:30 or so. And on these nights, I couldn't get to sleep on time. So I just found maybe six hours of sleep or something. And if the system, if the body, everything connected is not recovered, the whole system is in survival mode. It's just different if it's a good day of sleep or a good night of sleep and a bad night of sleep, right? We all know that difference. And I remember I used to have that, and even a nap. Like I would struggle a lot back then in my head. Fuck, what is going on? And then you build resistance and you fight against it. It gets even worse. And I remember sometimes even just napping 30 minutes or an hour. And when I would wake up, things were different. I would feel calm. I would feel relaxed. Suddenly all the thoughts were gone, or all the heavy emotions. So I think that can be a good solution. Back in the days, I was super struggling because I couldn't even understand or see the pattern. Now I still struggle a bit on those bad days, but at least I understand what's going on, which helps. In the end, it's always the same thing, if the body is off, the mind and the emotions are gonna be struggling too. It's all connected. And yesterday, to be honest, something else helped. In the afternoon, I just went for movement. I went out in nature. And the picture's not working, sad story. Basically, I went out in nature and I just, stopped everything. And slowly, I felt super bad. Just 2 hours before, I felt like everything, questioning stuff. What am I even doing? All the thoughts rushing, emotions heavy. And then I go out. I went for movement, like that always helps. When energy is stuck, movement is great. Nature is great, it calms you down. Talking to people, usually that helps to get a bit of a new perspective, some emotional processing. And just 2 hours later, it was all gone. Like, it wasn't a bad day anymore. Suddenly it changed. So, if you want to fix things, like, you can still stay in there, but I would try movement. I would try nature if possible. I would try sleep, napping. 100% can help. And I would say that's it for now. Yeah. Try those things if you have a bad day. We all need to work. I understand, like, it's not always easy to find time. We still push through. But think about it. If you feel off, don't distract yourself. Like, usually we go on Instagram, we scroll, we try to hit that cheap dopamine to get us out of there. But it's not gonna solve the underlying problem. Rather go for a nap, like sleep or go out in nature, move a bit. That's also gonna be a solution, and it's gonna be the solution on the root, not just putting another layer on top. So I hope that helps, and see you in the next video. Bye.